Ever wondered how massive industries, especially those really driving our global economy, manage to stay efficient and innovate, adapt, in a constantly shifting landscape? Today, we're doing a deep dive into exactly that. We're focusing our lens on the energy sector. We've stacked up some truly fascinating sources for you. We'll be pulling insights from an expert consulting firm's detailed offerings, their recent activities, and then we'll pivot to a major report detailing a landmark, a strategic shift happening in global energy.
Right. Our mission today really is to unearth the crucial role that specialized expertise plays, how it helps navigate these often complex challenges, and maybe more importantly, how it unlocks new opportunities. We'll explore this both at the, let's say, the granular company level and then on the grand international stage. By the end of this deep dive, you'll, I think, walk away with a clearer picture, a picture of how these behind-the-scenes experts power growth and how pivotal national decisions can truly reshape the whole global energy map.
Okay, sounds great. Let's unpack this and jump right in. So we're going to start our exploration with EAG Inc. They're a firm that proudly positions itself with the tagline, powering efficiency and fueling growth. Catchy. But what's truly at the heart of what a company like EAG does for energy businesses, beyond the slogan?
Well, what's truly fascinating here, I think, is their incredibly comprehensive approach. It really speaks to a deep understanding of the energy sector's specific needs. EAG, founded back in 2003 by Elizabeth Goebel, is Houston-based, privately held. And they've really built this reputation as a go-to for three core services: consulting, back-office outsourcing, and IT outsourcing. They serve a broad market, but it's very focused. Everything from mining to upstream. That's the exploration and production phase, finding and extracting raw materials. Then midstream, which is all about transportation, processing, storage of energy products, and of course the renewable energy sectors too. Plus, they even extend specialized IT services to related industries like engineering, manufacturing, transportation, so quite broad in that sense.
Okay, that sounds like they're tackling a whole array of, critical pain points. When they talk about solving the toughest business challenges, what's often the root cause? Is it like outdated technology usually,
Yeah.
or talent gaps, or maybe something else fundamental to energy?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
And it's often a combination of those things. They explicitly identify key areas where they provide solutions. Things like automating and optimizing processes,
Yep.
which is just crucial in an industry often reliant on, let's face it, legacy systems.
Yeah.
Also improving data reliability and transforming raw data into truly valuable information. Because, without good data, you're basically making decisions in the dark, right?
Right. Flying blind.
Exactly. Then there's leveraging industry experts, often filling those critical talent gaps you mentioned. And finally, optimizing IT infrastructure, making sure a company's tech backbone can actually support its ambitions. For you, the listener, this really highlights a critical point. These aren't just, challenges. They're fundamental areas where inefficiencies can severely impact a company's bottom line, its competitive edge, maybe even its ability to innovate.
And it sounds like they aren't just dabbling in these areas. You mentioned their LinkedIn profile highlights their depth. Can you give us some specifics on their service lines, just so we really grasp the breadth of their impact across an energy company's operations?
Absolutely. So under their consulting services, they offer a whole range. Everything from navigating acquisition and divestitures, that's the buying and selling of assets, to driving digital transformation and automation, providing strategic advisory at the highest levels, and even conducting software evaluation and implementation, helping choose and roll out the right tools.
Yeah.
Then for back-office outsourcing, they take on these critical, highly specialized functions, things like land administration and division order. That's managing the complex property rights for resource extraction and making sure revenue gets correctly distributed to all the owners. Very intricate work.
Wow, yeah.
They also handle production accounting and reporting, tracking how much oil or gas is produced, where it goes, and regulatory reporting, ensuring compliance with a myriad of government rules. These are areas where errors can be incredibly costly, and compliance is just paramount. You can't mess it up.
Makes sense.
And then in IT outsourcing, they provide services from cloud and infrastructure management all the way to virtual CIO and CTO support.
Yeah.
Essentially, they offer a holistic expert IT department. Often it integrates directly with their clients' own teams.
So moving beyond just what they do, let's explore what really differentiates EAG. They claim deep industry expertise. What does that actually look like in practice? How does it deliver real value?
Yeah, this is a crucial differentiator. Many firms claim it, but EAG seems to really demonstrate it. They've successfully completed over 500 projects, which is significant. Gained expertise in over 70 software packages. That's a huge number for specialized energy software. And they boast an impressive 81% client rehire rate after the initial engagement.
81%, that's high.
It really is. That tells you they deliver results and build trust. Critically, they explicitly state they only hire industry professionals, people with deep oil and gas functional and technical expertise. So this means you're not getting generalists. You're getting people who truly understand the nuances of the energy sector from the ground up.
Right.
Whether that's accelerating a Quorum TPS implementation that's a specialized software suite for managing complex midstream operations and assets, or helping a company choose the best ERP consulting partner. An enterprise resource planning system that integrates core business processes like finance, HR, supply chain. It's about getting solutions from people who've actually lived and breathed these specific challenges.
So, okay, when we put all this together, what's the fundamental insight here for someone running an energy business or maybe just trying to understand how these critical, often hidden operations actually function?
Well, the core insight, I think, is that for an energy company navigating this landscape,
Hmm.
a landscape rife with complexity, stringent regulations, intense capital demands, specialized external partners aren't just a convenience. They really are a strategic imperative.
Oh, yeah, an imperative.
Yeah, they provide the agility and the cutting-edge knowledge needed to implement solutions like process automation, turning an operational bottleneck into a real breakthrough, as Elizabeth Gerbel herself discussed at the Inertia User Conference. It's ultimately about securing competitive advantage and, frankly, substantial cost savings. It's leveraging that external expertise to drive internal innovation, making sure systems aren't just running, but are truly keeping up with ambitious strategic goals.
That gives us a really clear picture of how individual companies, within the energy sector, refine their internal engines for peak performance. But now imagine those same companies trying to operate when the entire geopolitical and regulatory landscape just shifts under their feet. Our next source reveals a monumental external change. It highlights how a nation's strategic pivot can dramatically redraw the global energy map and create entirely new challenges, but also opportunities for those same companies.
Indeed. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, Nigeria is making a landmark move. A move that signals, really, a profound global pivot. They've just signed their first ever gas-only production sharing contract, or PSC, with TotalEnergies.
Gas only, interesting.
Exactly. This deal operates under their 2021 Petroleum Industry Act, or PIA, and it covers nearly 2,000 square kilometers in the resource-rich Niger Delta Basin. This isn't just another resource deal, it's a clear signal. Moving away from traditional oil-centric exploration toward gas as both a crucial transition fuel and a significant long-term economic driver. For you, this means a major global player is fundamentally reevaluating its entire national resource strategy.
Gas only is a pretty bold statement, though, for a country historically known as an oil giant. What's driving the strategic shift right now?
Well, Nigeria holds an estimated 210.5 trillion cubic feet of proven natural gas reserves. Now, to put that in perspective, that places it among the top 10 globally. It's huge.
Top 10.
Yeah. But despite this incredible abundance, gas development has historically lagged due to a combination of factors.
Yep.
Severe infrastructure bottlenecks, inconsistent regulatory frameworks that definitely deterred investment, and just simple underinvestment over the years. The PIA, the Petroleum Industry Act, enacted in 2021, was specifically designed to overhaul Nigeria's entire oil and gas governance. The aim was to provide clearer fiscal terms, greater transparency, and crucially, improved investor confidence. This is essentially Nigeria betting big on its gas future.
Okay, so this new contract with TotalEnergies, this is the PIA in action, showing real, tangible results after years of policy work.
Precisely. This deal is the most tangible outcome of the PIA to date, no question. It offers new fiscal incentives specifically tailored for gas development, things like tax credits and investment allowances that make these, frankly, large projects more attractive financially. The hope now is that this TotalEnergies deal doesn't just stand alone, but that it provides a replicable, successful model for other international oil companies, the IOCs. If it works, it could genuinely accelerate progress and potentially transform Nigeria into a gas export powerhouse. It could fundamentally alter its economic trajectory.
That sounds incredibly promising for Nigeria, obviously, but I imagine there are still significant hurdles, right, to actually realize this vast potential. What are some of the biggest obstacles still standing in the way?
You're absolutely right to point that out. It's not a done deal. Realizing this potential hinges critically on overcoming some formidable infrastructure challenges. We're talking about gas pipelines, processing plants, and LNG, that's liquefied natural gas export capacity.
Yeah, the whole chain.
Exactly. all of which require significant upgrades and expansion. Serious capital. The success of this PSC will also depend heavily on clear cost recovery mechanisms for the companies involved, clarity in project economics over the long term, which can be tricky, and of course, the timely, efficient execution of these critical infrastructure projects. Delays can be killers. For you, this really underscores the importance of the midstream sector again. You can find the gas, sure, but you absolutely need to be able to move it and process it efficiently for it to generate actual value. It's a huge undertaking.
Okay, so beyond Nigeria's borders, what are the ripple effects of this pivot? How might this impact the broader global energy market?
Regionally, Nigeria's strategic move positions West Africa, alongside countries like Mozambique and Angola, as an increasingly critical player in the global LNG market.
Right, a growing hub.
A growing hub, exactly. And globally, this isn't just about meeting rising energy demand, though it helps. It's really a strategic alignment with the world's increasing reliance on natural gas as a crucial transition fuel. Acting as a bridge from higher carbon sources towards renewables.
That bridge fuel concept.
Precisely. So for you, this means countries like Nigeria aren't just exporting gas. They're fundamentally reshaping the global energy mix. And they're offering critical supply security, particularly in, let's say, volatile markets like Europe and Asia, where energy security concerns remain very much front of mind. For the international oil companies, the service providers, the investors, Nigeria's move offers both a template and, well, a significant test case for these gas-centric upstream growth strategies. People are watching closely.
Okay, so we've looked at how a company like EAG helps individual energy businesses stay ahead, optimize internally, creating efficiencies from the ground up. And then we've examined this monumental external shift in a major energy nation like Nigeria with its huge implications. It seems pretty clear that the need for specialized expertise, both technical and strategic, is just more crucial than ever in this rapidly evolving landscape.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. So considering these complexities, what does this mean for companies already operating in Nigeria? Or maybe those looking to enter its burgeoning gas sector? Firms like EAG, with their deep understanding of software implementation, process automation, strategic advisory specifically in the energy sector, they become indispensable.
Indispensable, yeah.
They can help navigate the new fiscal terms from the PIA, which can be complex. They can optimize regulatory reporting for new gas production, or even assist with the IT due diligence for these huge new infrastructure projects that are absolutely essential for making this gas market work. It's about having partners who can translate that high-level policy into practical, profitable operations on the ground.
And we see other powerful forces at play, too, don't we, in the broader market? The Oil and Gas Trends Report also mentions things like the Permian Basin, that incredibly productive oil and gas region in the U.S., driving U.S. oil growth, but with a shrinking workforce. That indicates a massive surge in operational efficiency, right, despite headcount reductions.
That's right. Doing more with less.
And significant industry consolidation is happening, too. Upstream M&A mergers and acquisitions activities surged 331% in 2024 to over $200 billion, often focused on long-term growth and even on unproven reserves, looking way ahead.
Yes, these broader trends powerfully reinforce the point we've been discussing. Whether it's achieving more with less in a mature basin like the Permian, using process automation and digital transformation, or efficiently integrating operations after a major acquisition to actually realize the value from that deal. Specialized knowledge is paramount. It's key. It's about leveraging experts to ensure systems are truly keeping up with strategy, as one EAG post highlighted nicely, and transforming all that raw data into valuable, actionable information. You need that to make informed, agile decisions in this incredibly competitive, constantly evolving market. Nigeria's gas as the new frontier is just a prime example of where this adaptability and expert support will be absolutely critical for success or failure. It's going to shape investor confidence across frontier energy markets worldwide.
Wow. What an incredibly insightful deep dive today. We've really journeyed from the meticulous operational efficiencies provided by firms like EAG, helping companies tackle everything from IT infrastructure management to that critical back-office outsourcing, all the way to Nigeria's bold strategic step in reshaping its entire energy future around its vast, untapped gas reserves.
And you've seen, I hope, how internal optimization and external market dynamics are just deeply intertwined. They feed each other. Whether it's choosing the right ERP partner for complex midstream ops or understanding the granular implications of a new national energy policy like Nigeria's PIA, the common thread is always that critical need for deep, specialized expertise. And just as important, a proactive approach to these evolving challenges. It's really about turning complexity into clarity.
So, What does this all mean for you listening in? As natural gas becomes an increasingly vital transition fuel, and as energy companies continue to seek greater efficiency through automation, through strategic partnerships, what new frontiers do you think are next for the energy industry? And maybe more importantly, how will those who truly master data, technology, and operational excellence, how will they be the ones to lead the charge into that future? We've given you a lot to think about today, and we genuinely hope you feel more informed and maybe better equipped to understand this exciting, sometimes complex world of energy. Thanks for diving deep with us.